Please remove your hat for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Welcome to Awards Night, honoring the class of 2014. This is a very exciting evening at which we will award over $300,000 in scholarship money that will help these amazing young men and women to achieve their dream of a college education. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank the donors who provide the financial resources for this evening. Also, thank you to the people behind me who have come tonight to make presentations. Finally, I'd like to recognize Mary Wallace, who not only organizes this ceremony, but is the primary shepherd for all the seniors in their scholarship application process. Well done, Mary. Now let's hand out some scholarships. The Albert Cunningham Scholarship is presented by the Board of Directors of the Bar Harbor Banking and Trust Company, where Mr. Cunningham worked for more than 50 years. The cash award is given annually to a senior of Mount Desert Island High School who has taken advantage of the academic opportunities and co-curricular activities available. Through participation in these various activities, this person not only became a strong school citizen, but also helped others to become involved in their school community. The 2014 recipient is Maggie Painter. The R. Amory Thorndike Scholarship is awarded to a gifted student who shows their marked talent in one or more of the following fields: fine arts, creative writing, drama, or music, and who has demonstrated the will and motivation to pursue his or her talent by rigorous and diligent training or study. The 2014 award goes to Mia Clark. The Melmac Principal Scholarship targets Maine students where additional financial support may make the difference in their decision to attend college, and also to reward them for their persistence while in college. The scholarship is awarded in the first semester of the recipient's sophomore year of college. This year's recipient is Jacob Norton. The Coles Memorial Award is presented to the student who, upon graduation from high school, is, in the opinion of his or her schoolmates, the most honorable and upright, the cleanest living, and most unselfish and considerate toward others, without regard to scholarship and athletics. This year, the award goes to Gus Dendanto. The Joyce Higgins Scholarship is presented in memory of Joyce Higgins, former English teacher and drama director at MDIHS, to members of the graduating class who have been active in the drama program and/or show strong interest in the study of English. The 2014 awards go to Lucy Suchek and Maggie Painter. The Bauer Eichler Scholarship is awarded to a member of the graduating class of Mount Desert Island High School who shows marked talent in fine arts. The 2014 award goes to Mia Janot. The Ellen H. Emory Scholarship is awarded to students who will be attending a Catholic college or university in the United States. The student does not have to be of Catholic faith. This year, the award is presented to Sean Bollier. The John Fry Awards are presented each year to the graduating girl and boy who have the highest scholastic averages over the past 3.5 years. The 2014 awards are presented to Isabel Erickson, Olivia Erickson, and Ransom Burgess. The Oscar Thurston Scholarship Fund was established in 2001 to provide scholarship assistance to young men and women graduates of Mount Desert Island High School who pursue vocational training to learn skills that will enable them to support themselves financially. The 2014 awards go to Todd Daly and Nick Woodard. The Milliken Foundation Scholarship is awarded annually to a graduating senior who will be pursuing post-secondary education. This year's award is presented to Rebecca Planchart. The Horace and Mary Reynolds Scholarship is presented to a graduating senior from the town of Mount Desert who's going on to pursue post-secondary education. This year's recipient is Riley Heist.
The Kelly E. Seavey Scholarship was established by family and friends following Kelly's death in May 2001 to honor Kelly's memory and to help students who share her goal of becoming an elementary school teacher. The award is given this year to Riley Heist. The Frank Stanley Award is presented to a member of the graduating class who has been a resident of the town of Mount Desert for the preceding 4 years, has been a good student, a good school citizen, and a participant in extracurricular activities. This year's award goes to Denise Lakovich. The Holmes Projan Scholarship is awarded to students who have worked at part-time jobs during the school year while enrolled at MDIHS. The 2014 recipients are Ronnie Musetti and Cole Pettigrew. The Northeast Harbor Women's Club offers a scholarship to a graduate who will be attending a 4-year college. This year, the scholarship is awarded to Maria Burdette. The Brian M. White Scholarship is given in Brian's memory by his family and friends to a graduating senior who will be majoring in engineering. Preference is given to students entering the University of Maine, as Brian was a student there at the time of his death. This year's recipient is Jacob Norton. The Fishermen's Fund for children of fishermen and marine patrol officers, or for students who work in the lobster industry, was established in 2009 by a local fisherman and his family in appreciation for the support they received during a crisis at sea. The award this year is presented to Nick Woodard. The Northeast Harbor Masonic Lodge, number 208, offers 2 scholarships to graduates, one for a student from the town of Mount Desert and one for a student pursuing vocational training. This year's recipients are Jane Pappas and Chapin McFarland. Pamela Norwood Technology Scholarship was established in 2012 to honor Pam's memory and her commitment to students pursuing education in technology or vocational fields. At this time each year, Pam enjoyed hearing of the colleges that seniors had chosen. The 2014 awards go to Seamus O'Brien and Megan Catanese. The Blaine Alley Memorial Scholarship. Given in memory of Blaine by family members, this scholarship is awarded to students considering vocational educations, with preference given to Hancock County technical students. These awards go to Jason Norwood, Spencer Forrest, and Nick Woodard. The old-timers of Seal Harbor, Maine, have a long-standing tradition of awarding watches to one girl and one boy graduate from the town of Mount Desert each year. This year, the watches are presented to Riley Heist and Ryan Littlefield. The John W. Carter Scholarships are awarded to male students from the town of Mount Desert to assist them in obtaining college educations. These awards go to Ronnie Musetti and Sam Walker.
The Northeast Harbor Ambulance Service, originally known as the Northeast Harbor Fire Company, has been providing emergency medical care to the residents and visitors of the town of Mount Desert and surrounding areas since 1938. This is the 5th year that the service has been providing scholarships to graduates of Mount Desert Island High School seeking post-secondary education in a health-related field. This year, we're pleased to present 5 scholarships. The recipients are Denise Lankovich, Samuel Barry Walker, Mia Judith Clark, Hannah Whitney Shaw, and Lily Sue Lichtenstein.
I'm pleased to present the Marion Joy Moss Scholarships that were established in 1972 by her daughter, the late Barbara Ellen Joy. Barbara Joy honored her mother, who was the first president of the MDI Hospital Auxiliary in 1948. This scholarship is available to anyone pursuing a medically related field, and the student may reapply each year. I'm pleased this year to present it to 12 students who will receive $1,000, and we have 17 students that will be continuing their education for the 2nd to the 4th years. I'll do these in groups of 4, please. Morgan Thurston, Sierra Myrick, Coleman Fernal, and Denise Lankovich. Sam Walker, Maria Burdette, Hannah A. Shaw, and Jessica Fox. Malcolm Clow, Mia Clark, Lily Lichtenstein, Lindsay Pettigrew. I'm pleased to present the Margaret Harriman MDIHS Scholarship in memory of my mother, who grew up in a very musical family. Each of the 6 Harriman children played a musical instrument following in the footsteps of their parents. She loved the violin and became an accomplished violinist and later taught violin students. But her main instrument became the piano, however, even though she never had taken a formal piano lesson. She played in many dance bands, and she also played the organ at the Barbara Congregational Church for 27 and a half years. My mother passed away in 1994 after living a rich, full life at the age of 91. She provided so much pleasure to so many people because of her musical talent. I endowed this musical scholarship in the Mount Desert Island High School in my mother's memory. I'm hopeful that this scholarship will enable students who have exhibited true potential in the music field with further incentives to continue their advancement so that they too will provide much pleasure to others in the years to come. I'm honored and proud to present the Margaret Harriman Dyer Music Scholarship this year to Sean Beaulieu.
Good evening. I'm here representing the residents of the town of Trenton, and this evening we would like to recognize 5 adults from our community with some scholarship awards from the various scholarship funds that we administer. First, we have Jacob Briggs. He will receive funds from the Trenton Scholarship Fund, the Gary and Thomas Caruso Special Scholarship Fund, the Trenton Bicentennial Scholarship Fund, and the Trenton Chamber of Commerce. Spencer Forrest will receive funds from the Trenton Scholarship Fund, the Alex Scotty Beckett Fund, the Trenton Bicentennial Scholarship Fund, and the Trenton Chamber of Commerce. Jessica Fox will receive funds from the Trenton Scholarship Fund, the Lewis McFarland Scholarship Fund, the Trenton Bicentennial Scholarship Fund, the Trenton Chamber of Commerce, and the Trenton Historical Society. Bridget Parody will receive funds from the Trenton Scholarship Fund, the Joanne Brown Fund, and the Trenton Bicentennial Scholarship Fund. And Karen Rush will receive funds from the Trenton Scholarship Fund, the Maynard Smith and Jane Remick Funds, and the Trenton Bicentennial Scholarship Fund.
Tonight I'm presenting the John Phippen Jr. Scholarship in memory of my father, who owned and operated Hillside Garage in Town Hill, Maine. He was known in the community as a mechanic, but was probably best known throughout the state for his hobby, which was stock car racing. My father spent his work week working with his hands, and the weekend that skill carried over to rebuilding and fine-tuning his race car. He knew the importance of knowing a trade. This scholarship was formed to assist the student looking to pursue a degree in automotive repair. It is my pleasure to present the John Phippen Jr. Scholarship to Jason Norwood.
Good evening. It is my pleasure tonight to award to the recipients the Hattie and Fred C. Lyon Trust Scholarships. These awards are made possible by the provisions of a trust created by the late Fred C. Lynham of Bar Harbor, Maine. As provided under the terms of Mr. Lynham's will, a scholarship committee of 9 members, in its discretion, determines the award recipients. The awards under the Lynham Scholarship Fund are renewable. Those graduates of the Mount Desert Island High School who in prior years have received awards must reapply each year. In addition to the 39 first-time recipients that will receive scholarships this year, the Trust is awarding an additional 75 scholarships for renewing undergraduate students and graduate students. I believe that I can safely say that Mr. and Mrs. Lynham would be extremely pleased with the continuing and expanding aid that this fund provides for the students from MDI High School. I will be reading the recipients in groups of 10. The 2014 award recipients are Audrey Beal, Sean Bolio, Sierra Bloom, Tegan Candidge, Mia Clark, Malcolm Clow, Madeline Cook, Ryan Cox, Ashley Cummings, Abigail Dangler. Gus Dendanto, Isabel Erickson, Olivia Erickson, Coleman Fernald, Dominic Frangillo, Jordan Harper, Riley Heist, Carolyn Homer, Mia Janot, Abigail Jones. Nellie Laval, Ryan Littlefield, Samantha Luck, Denise Lakovich, Ellie Mason, Chapin McFarland, Taryn Miller, Molly Moon, Maggie Painter, and Samuel Reeves. Caitlin Schroeder, Nathaniel Snow, Lucy Suchek, Winston Stewart, and Samuel Walker. The Edith M. Deso Scholarship Award and the Llewellyn Berry Scholarship Award. The awards from these scholarships are provided through 2 trusts created by the late Edith M. Deso and the late Llewellyn Berry for the benefit of worthy graduates of MDI High School who are looking to further their education. June graduate scholarship selections and award amounts are decided through an annual meeting of the Bar Harbor Trust Services Scholarship Committee. Bar Harbor Bank and Trust and Bar Harbor Trust Services are pleased to award to the following recipients: Kimberly Banks, Jessica Fox, and Bridget Parody. The Arthur George Goodrich Scholarship. Bar Harbor Trust Services administers the Arthur George Goodrich Trust, and the Maine Community Foundation gathers the data in regards to scholarship applications. Net income will be paid to one or more graduates of MDI High School. The Bar Harbor Trust Services Trust Committee decides the scholarship recipients and the amounts. Since the inception of the scholarship, the committee has been working with the assistance of the guidance department of MDI High School, who are more familiar with the students. The graduates must meet certain criteria to be eligible for the scholarship, showing good character and promise of being able to profit from furthering their education. The students must also reside on Mount Desert Island. The Goodrich Scholarship is a one-time award, and Bar Harbor Trust Services is pleased to award to the following recipients: Sierra Bloom, Mia Clark, Jordan Harper, Taryn Miller, Samuel Reeves, Winston Stewart. The James C. McLeod Scholarship Award. We are delighted to be offering the McLeod Scholarship Award again this year. Mr. McLeod epitomized the virtues of leadership, service, sacrifice, and the quest for personal excellence. He demonstrated dedication to the highest standards of ethical conduct and selfless public service. He worked for Bar Harbor Bank and Trust, was a member of the Maine legislature, and was the chairman of the Bar Harbor Trust Services Scholarship Committee for many years. He felt that all students should have the opportunity to further their education. Jim had a passion for helping all young people in furthering their education, and I am sure he would be pleased with the award recipients here today. Bar Harbor Trust Services are pleased to make the following awards, being given by Jim's daughter, Kathy McLeod: Kimberly Banks and Coleman Fernald.
For many years, Bar Harbor Bank and Trust has awarded scholarships to local high school graduating seniors to help offset the cost of attending college. Annually, the bank awards $8,500 in scholarships, 16 awards of $500 each, to graduates from Eastport to Deer Isle. Each spring, the scholarship committees of designated high schools are asked to nominate students to receive the Bar Harbor Bank and Trust Awards. The funds are paid directly to the college or university after the scholarship recipient successfully completes the first semester and enrolls for the second semester. The Bankers in Business Scholarship was established to support higher education for students pursuing a banking or business-related degree. To qualify, students must have enhanced their education through participation in extracurricular activities, proven to be strong citizens at school and in the community, and encouraged others to be involved. Bar Harbor Bank and Trust Bankers of Business Scholarship Award recipient for MDI High School for 2014 is Ronald Musetti. Over the years, Bar Harbor Bank and Trust has established other scholarships in memory of long-term bank employees and directors. Horace E. Buckland was a prominent Northeast Harbor contractor who was involved in several bank branch construction projects. He was elected as a Bar Harbor Bank and Trust director in 1941 and served later as chairman of the board from 1980 to 1983. In honor of Mr. Buckland's long tenure with the bank of over 40 years, a scholarship was established in his memory. The 2014 Horace E. Buckland Scholarship is awarded to Spencer Forrest. Carol C. Brown was appointed to the Bar Harbor Bank and Trust Board of Directors in 1938, and in the 1970s, Mr. Brown was the first to fill the newly revived post of chairman of the board. During his long tenure, Mr. Brown was the administrator of 7 Bar Harbor Bank and Trust presidents. In 2014, the 2014 Carol C. Brown Scholarship is awarded to Sarah Bloom. Bar Harbor Bank and Trust is pleased to support higher education by awarding these scholarships to graduating seniors. Please join us in congratulating these fine young people and encouraging them in their pursuit of a college degree.
Hi there. I am here on behalf of the Board of Directors of the YWCA, and we have chosen 3 senior girls to recognize tonight. The YWCA Lauren Cooper Scholarship is awarded to a graduating girl who attended and successfully completed 4 years at Mount Desert High School. Should embody all of the part of the following: outstanding leadership, active and enthusiastic community involvement, dedicated support of school activities, service to school, community, and friends, demonstrating a life in accordance with the YWCA purpose of peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all. And this year's scholarship goes to Samantha Luck. The YWCA Academic Scholarship is awarded to a young woman who is graduating from Mount Desert Island High School and is enrolled in an accredited 4-year college course. And this year's scholarship goes to Ellie Mason. And lastly, the YWCA Paulette Baker Paluga Scholarship is awarded to a graduating girl who attended and successfully completed 4 years at MDI High School, and who also embodies the following: intends to pursue a career in teaching, demonstrates a life in accordance with the YWCA purpose of peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all, and demonstrates active involvement in community activities. And this year's scholarship goes to Molly Moon.
Hi, I'm here to represent the Maine Seacoast Mission. Among its many programs, nothing is more important to the Maine Seacoast Mission than supporting the young people who wish to further their education. We are grateful for the generosity of all of our donors who make it possible. This year, the mission is awarding $139,000 in scholarships to 98 students from island and coastal communities of down East Maine. Tonight, we are pleased to award 6 scholarships to Mount Desert Island High School. Each one is valued at $5,500 payable throughout 4 years. Malcolm Clow, Carolyn Homer, Abigail Jones, Nellie Laval, Bridget Parody, Hannah A. Shaw. Hi, Carol.
Aloha Nui Loa. All right, band. I was wondering if the band was going to be awake. The Marshall Perrin and Helena Bailey Scholarship is being awarded to the student from Swans Island, graduating with the highest GPA, and who is going on to any post-secondary school. The award is being given in the names of our parents by Kaniau Lono, Maililani, and Kimo. The 14th award is being given to Kimberly Banks.
John and Mary Walsh established this scholarship to help graduating MDI high school students going to a four-year college interested in pursuing study or career in math or science, including natural resources, computer science, veterinary medicine, and other related fields. Representing the trustees at First Bancorp, I am pleased to award the scholarships to the following 9 students: Taryn Miller, Cole Pettigrew, Jacob Norton, Luke Krebs, Kieran Rush, Nathaniel Snow, Shelby O'Neill, Bridget Parody, and Madeline Cook. The Ling and C.K. Chai Scholarship. Established by Mr. and Mrs. Chai's children, this scholarship honors the Chai's strong belief in the value of education. The awards are presented to students who rank in the top 20 of their class. The 2014 recipients are Isabel Erickson and Olivia Erickson. Mansit Seawall Scholarships. Scholarships are awarded annually by the Mansit Seawall Village Improvement Society to the graduating residents of the Mansit Seawall Southwest Harbor area. This year, the awards are presented to Alexis Dowsland, Sierra Myrick, Jonathan Phelps, Hannah Murphy, William Pierce, Lindsay Pettigrew, Caitlin Schroeder, and Nathaniel Snow. The William Searles Scholarship was formally organized in 1953 as a memorial to Mr. Searles, a young man of exemplary character who excelled in citizenship and sportsmanship. During his senior year at Bates College, he lost his life in a tragic car accident. The scholarship is awarded to students who were born or received their elementary education in either the towns of Tremont or Southwest Harbor to help them further their educations. This year, there are 14 recipients from the class of 2014. Speaking for the trustees of the scholarship, we are pleased to award scholarships to the following students: Hannah Murphy, Caitlin Schroeder, Sean Bollier, Jonathan Phelps, Lindsay Pettigrew, Sierra Myrick, Cole Pettigrew, Audrey Len Beal, Nathaniel Snow, Alexis Michaud, Kathleen Murphy, Nicholas Woodard, Malcolm Cow, Carolyn Homer.
Congratulations, everyone. I'm here representing the MDI Lioness Club. We're a group of women in our community who volunteer their time to raise money to help those in need. As a member of the Lioness Club, we have the opportunity to serve our community and neighbors. The only skills needed are compassion and a willingness to help others. We meet twice a month from September to June and hold many annual fundraisers, including raffles, rummage sales, wreath sales, a Christmas craft fair, and a golf tournament with the Lions Club, which funds our scholarships. With the support of our members and the local community, we are giving $2,000 scholarships tonight. This year's recipients are Hannah Murphy and Spencer Forrest. The Andrew Parker Awards are given to the two top-ranking students in the senior class who would have graduated from Pematic High School if it were still in existence. This year's awards go to Caroline Homer and Malcolm Clow. The Eugene M. Norwood Post 69 of the American Legion offers scholarships annually to graduates from the Southwest Harbor Tremont area, as does Eugene M. Norwood Post 69 Auxiliary. This year, both awards are presented to Malcolm Clow.
Good evening. I'm here representing the Mount Desert Nursing Association for the Ruth Jordan Scholarship. Ruth Jordan was an amazing woman for over 70 years until her death in 1989. Ruth devoted her life to community service. In honor of her dedication and countless volunteer hours for the Mount Desert Nursing Association, the Board of Directors established a $1,000 scholarship in her memory. This award is presented annually to a graduating MDI high school senior who will be pursuing a career in the field of healthcare. It is my pleasure to present the Ruth Jordan Scholarship to this year's 2014 recipient, Denise Likovich.
The Marguerite Giles Scholarship is awarded to one male and one female member of the graduating class who are residents of Bar Harbor pursuing further education. The 2014 recipients are Maggie Painter and Ransom Burgess. The family of James P. Koff, Sr. established a scholarship in his memory after he had passed away in 2002. Mr. Koff was a longtime Bar Harbor resident and businessman who felt very strongly about the value of education. The 2014 recipients are Sierra Bloom and Evelyn Swan. The Nancy McFarland Scholarship is presented to a graduating senior who will be pursuing post-secondary education. This year, the award goes to Abe Philbrook. The William and Charles Arata Memorial Award is to be given to the member of the graduating class who places second in the votes for the Coles Memorial Award. This criteria reads most honorable and upright, the cleanest living, most unselfish, and considerate of others without regard to scholarship or athletics. As selected by a vote of the senior class, this year's award goes to Riley Heist. The Frederick and Myrtle Ivany Scholarships are presented annually to graduates who will be pursuing post-secondary education. The 2014 recipients are Luke Krebs, Ryan Snow, and Rebecca Blanchard. The Evelyn Wilcombe Charitable Trust Scholarship is presented to students pursuing degrees in nursing or chemistry. The $6,000 scholarship is renewable for 4 years, provided the recipient meets the terms of the trust agreement. The 2014 recipients are Maria Burdette and Hannah A. Shaw.
My parents, Jim and Ann Rich, established the James Rich Boatyard in the late 1950s. After their passing, my family and I are continuing their legacy at the boatyard and hope to continue that tradition for many years to come. In honor of my parents, we have established the James and Ann Rich Scholarship Fund. This scholarship benefits a graduating senior in a maritime-related program of study. This year's award goes to Kyle Clark.
All right, we're halfway home, so we're going to take a 30-second break. Congratulations to the senior class, the parents, loved ones, and everybody else here tonight. You're a great class. We have a lot to be proud of. You're going to do great things. I'm extremely proud of each and every one of you. Also, I want to echo what Mr. Haney said about Mrs. Wallace. She's done a great job, but next year I hope you switch us up a little bit in the back because it's crowded and hot back there. So if you could do that, I would appreciate it. All right, now back to the program. The J. Ramsell Scholarship was established in Jay's memory after he died in an airplane crash in 1989. The scholarship is awarded annually to a Mount Desert Island High School student who has demonstrated the qualities of desire, commitment, and dedication to challenge him or herself into achieving their full potential. The 2014 recipient is Hannah A. Shaw. Also, I'm very pleased to announce that this scholarship application process is done through Hancock County, and Hannah was also selected for that, so there's another award on top of the one we get for the high school students, so congratulations. The Menzetti Scholarship. The Joseph and Althea Menzetti Scholarship is awarded each year to a senior athlete who has been selected by the MDIHS coaches and athletic director as a worthy all-round athlete, team player, and a good school citizen. This year's award goes to Samuel Walker. The The Ralph and Edith Liam Scholarship is awarded to a student from the town of Trenton who will be attending a 2- or 4-year college. The 2014 recipient is Kristen Richards. The MDI Marathon Scholarship awards goes to one male and one female track member as chosen by their coaches. These awards goes to Maggie Painter and Chris Heel. The Carlo Nymphy Scholarship was established in 2001 in memory of Carlos, a longtime faithful fan and supporter of high school basketball. This year's scholarship is presented to a Hall Quarry resident, Ronnie Musetti. The Hancock County Schoolmaster Scholarship offers scholarships to Hancock County High School's graduate one high school per year on a rotating basis. The 2000 recipient is a Mount Desert Island High School graduate Ryan Littlefield. The Les Millard Scholarship, established in 2011, supports graduating seniors who will be entering the Maine community college system. Preference is given to a student planning a career in a field that helps people, including, but not limited to, healthcare, teaching, social work, and law enforcement. This year's awards go to the following: Jesse Alley, Ashley Cummins, Eleanor Park, Spencer Forrest, Jordan Harper, and Jason Norwood. There you go, Jess. No, not yet. Hold on. The MDI All Sports Program Scholarship, established in 1992, is given annually to one female member, one male member of the graduating MDIHS class who has participated in the sports program during the high school years. Selection is determined by the coaches and the athletic director. The 2014 award goes to Madeline Cook and Jonathan Phelps. So Mrs. Kay and Mr. Haney will help me in this next award. The George A. Dix Community annually awards scholarships to graduates from Southwest Harbor and Tremont area. The 2014 recipients are the following students: Audrey Beal, Sean Boulier, Kyle Clark, Malcolm Cloud, Gus, Caroline Homer, Josette McEnroe, Alexis Downsland, Hannah Murphy, Catherine Murphy, Cole Pettigrew, Jonathan Phelps, and Nathan Snow. Mouthful. My back. The Doug and Sylvia Gott Scholarship, funded by the family and friends, honor the Gott's memory and the value they placed on education. The 2014 recipient of this award is Riley Heiss. The Kip and Timmy Smith Award is presented to a graduating senior who will be attending a post-secondary program. The recipients this year are Evelyn Swan and Kirsten Richards. The Sperling Scholarships are awarded annually to a student pursuing post-secondary education. The 2014 scholarship is awarded to Samuel Walker. The Clint Shanovsky Scholarship was established in 2003 by family and friends to honor Clint's memory and support a graduating MDIHS student. The senior class each year votes to choose a student who shares Clint's love of sports, exhibits the trait of kindness, school spirit, and enjoyment of friends and family. This year's award goes to Maggie Painter. And last but not least, the Shane Wister Scholarship was established by Shane's friends and family to support a MDIHS track athlete who has shown marked improvement. This year's award goes to Chapin McFarland.
I'm here tonight to present the Walter Churchill Awards. This award is for $400 for college books, lab fees, and other related expenses. This year I'm presenting 7 awards to students who I've had the privilege to observe over the past year, and in most cases several years, during their athletic careers. Students must have participated in one or more of school athletic programs, which also includes cheerleading and pep band. The winners don't necessarily have to be the best athlete, but they should show a desire through practice and hard work to reach their maximum potential. They should display leadership, teamwork, sportsmanship, and most importantly, a winning attitude. Before presenting the awards, I'd like to thank Athletic Director Bunky Dow and the various coaches for their input and suggestions and taking the time to answer any questions I might have. The following 7 students come down and
Congratulations, you young men and women from the class of 2014. I'm here to award the 102nd year of the Pinio Award. My father would be proud to award this to Riley Heist.
Congratulations, class 2014. Southwest Alpha Fire Association has picked 2 recipients that will be going in the public safety field and medical field. This year will be Mallory Young and Hannah A. Shaw. Lovery Medal. Gold medal, to be known as the Lovery Medal, will be given annually to a graduate from Southwest Harbor who has attended Mount Desert Island High School for 4 years, has been an academic leader, and a participant in extracurricular activities. This year, the medal goes to Jonathan Phelps.
Congratulations to the class of 2014. This clinic committee gives 2 $1,000 scholarships. One recipient is a gentleman that donates countless hours of community service to the health professions and established hospitals in our local area. That gentleman is Malcolm Cloud. The second $1,000 scholarship goes to Samuel Walker.
First, I must explain that through a miscommunication, or possibly better said, a lack of timely communication on my part, no applicant forms were filled out for the Joanna G. Herrick Scholarship. Because of this omission, it was decided these scholarships would be chosen from qualified applicants who had completed the Lauren Cooper Paulette Kaluka Scholarship form. Hopefully the recipients won't mind receiving a scholarship for which they hadn't applied. Joanna Herrick was the epitome of a beautiful lady in all ways. She was a valued and much-loved member of Preceptor Psi sorority, who passed away about 1.5 years ago. Through the generosity of Joanna's husband, Chuck, and her sister, Rusty, our sorority has been enabled to establish a scholarship fund in Joanna's memory. Since both music and education were important aspects of Joanna's life, qualified applicants must be pursuing a major in either one of these 2 fields. On behalf of Preceptor Psi sorority, I'm pleased to present 3 scholarships. One to Riley Heist, Molly Ann Moon, and Kirsten Richards. year 2000, Preceptor Psi sorority established the Lauren Cooper Paulette Palooka Scholarship to honor our legacy member Lauren and our sorority sister Paulette. Cancer claimed the lives of both Lauren and Paulette within a few months of each other in 1999. Although their bodies were destroyed by disease, they both showed immense courage as their spirits were undauntingly sustained by their faith and trust in their Lord Jesus. Both Lauren and Paulette died relatively young. However, Lauren was just your age, only 18. She had just graduated from this high school and was looking forward to going to college. Each and every one of you is fearfully and wonderfully made, with unique characteristics and talents. It is up to each of you to choose if you will use your own personal abilities to better yourself and to help the world around you. Paulette and Lauren, each in their own distinct ways, fulfilled their potentials and benefited many people along the way. How pleased they would be that each year, in their names, students receive help to pursue further education. So on behalf of Preceptor Psi sorority, in loving memory of my good friend Paulette and my ever-beloved daughter Lauren, I am honored to present these 3 scholarships to Malcolm Clow, Jordan Sam Hunt, and Bridget Perry.
Way to go, class of 2014. The Northeast Harbor Library Scholarship was established by library trustees in 1953 for the purpose of assisting young people from the town of Mount Desert who wish to continue their education after graduating from Mount Desert Island High School. More than 4,000 students have benefited in the half-century since the founding of the program. In 2010, the Northeast Harbor Library welcomed the Cranberry Isles into its scholarship program. The scholarship is renewable. This year there are 29 renewals and 20 new ones, the latter largely members of the class of 2014. Members of the application review committee were impressed by the spirit and passion of this year's students and their commitment to furthering their education. I salute their teachers and this school for helping to bring them to this point in their lives. And I'll read off the women first, and I apologize ahead of time for any mispronunciations. Maria Burdette, Mia Clark, sorry, I'll get it. I'm going to get envelopes next year. Jordan Harper, Riley Heist, Wildest Ho, Lily Lichtenstein, Samantha Luck, Denise Lakovich, and Ellie Mason, and Jane Pappas. I wanted to mention that Jane Pappas has also been named the Ruth Jordan Scholar for 2014 in honor of her commitment to community service and higher academic achievement. now the guys. Jesse Alley, Brandon Couture, Coleman Fernald, Ryan Littlefield, Chapin McFarland, Ronald Musetti, and Samuel Walker.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight, and congratulations to all the graduates. Rotary International is a global service organization with more than 1.2 million members and over 34,000 clubs worldwide. Rotarians provide humanitarian service, encourage high ethical standard, and promote world peace under the motto, service above self. The Bar Harbor Rotary Club is a diverse group of professionals who volunteer their time and talent to serve the community and the world. We ask students to write an essay on how they have provided service to others. We ask them to focus upon our Rotary motto, service above self, and also the Rotary four-way test, which has been translated into over 200 different languages and asks the following. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the Bar Harbor Rotary Club to present two $1,000 awards to Aiden Higgins and Nellie Lavelle.
Good evening and congratulations. You never knew my parents since they lived out their lives in Skowhegan. Neither of them completed higher education. My dad, Archie Russakoff, was in New York City studying trumpet at the Juilliard School when health problems forced him to return to Maine and join his father's business as a watchmaker and jeweler. He made the best of it. He learned skills, managed his illness without complaint, and became a successful businessman. In his free time, he played trumpet with many groups, including the Colby College Orchestra and the Al Corey Big Band. He even founded the Skowhegan Brass Quintet. My mom, Phyllis Russakoff, moved to Skowhegan as a 20-year-old bride. She quickly became part of the community as a Girl Scout leader, businesswoman, and president of the Women's Club. She made so many contributions to civic and charitable organizations that just a few years later, she was named an Outstanding Young Woman of America. My mom was diligent, driven to do her best, and dedicated to helping others. I have established this scholarship in memory of my parents, to honor students who embody their characteristics: diligence, community service, and facing adversity with grace. It gives me great pleasure to announce this year's recipients: Abigail Jones and Hannah Whitney Shaw.
Good evening, faculty, MDI parents, graduates, and guests. My name is Justin Norwood, and I'm the great-grandson of the late Harvey Norwood. My grandfather was a longtime active Lion and a skilled Mason. He passed away in 1983. It is with great honor I'm presenting these scholarships on behalf of the MDI Lions Club. For over 25 years, they've been awarding two $1,000 scholarships in the memory of Harvey Norwood. This is a 2-year commitment, so if the student is in good standing, they are eligible to receive this vocational scholarship for their 2nd year. There are 3 requirements for this scholarship. The student must be an MDI high school graduate, they must be civic-minded, and they must be attending a trade school in the fall. The MDI Lions is pleased to announce this year's Harvey Norwood Memorial Scholarship for the amount of $1,000 each to Mia Clark and Jesse Alley.
The Ed and Eileen Branch Scholarship goes to a student who is pursuing a career in the culinary arts field. Ed and Eileen owned and operated 6 restaurants during their 30 years in business. It is my honor to represent the Branch family with this year's recipients to the Ed and Eileen Branch Scholarship, Jordan Sam Harper and Ashley Cummings.
The Marguerite Yourcenar Scholarship is presented in memory of the famous French author who resided in Northeast Harbor. The award is given in recognition of superior performance in French courses at MDIHS. The 2014 award goes to Jane Pappas. The Judy Albee Scholarship was established by the family and friends of Judy Albee, class of 1978, in her memory. Recipients are graduates of MDI High School who elect to major in early childhood education, the area in which Judy had planned to major. The 2014 award goes to Molly Moon. The MDIHS Alumni 1969 to 1979 Scholarship. During an MDIHS reunion in the summer of 2012, a group of graduates decided to establish and fund an alumni scholarship for a senior pursuing post-secondary education. I have 4 awards. This year's awards go to Emma Suchek, Ian Warner, Aiden Higgins, and Kathleen Murphy.
The MDI YMCA is proud to be a strong community partner on the island. While many scholarships are based on academic achievement, the Y purposefully chooses to honor a student who gives of his or her time and who exemplifies the Y core values of caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility. In recognition of his work volunteering in our community, I would like to recognize and give this year's YMCA scholarship to Aiden Higgins.
So this was my first year working with seniors, and it was evident to me why Mr. Barker had so much gray hair. Very proud of you guys, you've done a great job. The Women's Literary Club of Mount Desert annually awards a scholarship to an MDIHS graduating senior. This year's recipient is Jane Pappas. The Mitchell Institute Scholarship. The Senator George J. Mitchell Institute annually grants 130 scholarships, one to a graduating senior from each Maine public high school. Please join me in congratulating the MDIHS Mitchell Scholar, Bridget Parody. Harding Scholarship is awarded to an MDIHS graduate who will be pursuing a career in nursing. The 2014 recipients are Jessica Fox, Hannah Murphy, and Malcolm Cloud. The Mount View Grange number 484 scholarship. This award is given to the student who best fits the closing charges of the Grange. This year's award is given to DeAndrew Canoe. The Beth Lyons Memorial Scholarship. Given in memory of Beth Lyons, this scholarship is presented annually to a graduating senior who has shown strong interest in one or more of these areas: English, cooking, or a senior exhibition experience. 2 awards are presented this year, to Megan Catanese and Ashante Petaway.
Good evening. The following award is to a high school senior in this Life Skills program. This award is based upon recognizing his abilities and his achievements. These abilities are part of who he is. He's concerned about his fellow students, he's concerned about his family, he's concerned about people. And he expresses those things in school and on the outside. Friendly. He's the type of student that will probably come up to you and ask you your birthday with a smile. He's likened for numbers. He loves dates. He has a propensity for popular music, artists. He also has a knowledge of birthdays and many trains. His ability is to set a steady, routine pace, whether it's working or running. His achievements are many, and upon these innate abilities, he has found himself at June 16th, he'll be employed by Hannaford because of his steady, routine pace at work. He's had a successful cross-country career here at the high school. He's now taken this career into the community and is participating in 5K races, half marathons. He's also been featured in an article in an Italian running magazine about autism and running. He's been the voice of the MDI morning radio with birthday announcements. He has volunteered in prepping salads at the Common Good Cafe. He has organized activities for his classmates whether after school, swimming, and bowling. His crowning event was a autism awareness walk with the help of students here. We had over 160 people participating. He made over $3,000. He went out and got over 17 people to sponsor his walk. And the culmination of all his abilities and his achievements were exemplified in his Senior X. I'm very happy to make this award in memory of my wife, Beth Lyons, friend, mother, educator, to Christopher Matthews.
Pretty hard act to follow. The Lisa Sullivan Bryantown Scholarship. This scholarship was established in 2010 by Lisa's family and friends to honor Lisa's many years as a child care provider. This award is given to a graduating MDIHS senior who will be majoring in an early childhood education. The 2014 recipient is Molly Moon. The MDIHS Teachers Association Scholarship. The MDIHS Teachers Association annually presents scholarships to graduating seniors planning to pursue degrees in education. This year's awards are presented to Molly Moon and Jacob Frankel. The Desiree Elizabeth Gray Scholarship was established in Desi's honor by her family and friends to support students who share her love of music. This year, the scholarship is presented to a student who attended Pematic Elementary School and has been an active participant in MDIHS music programs and will be going on to further her education in music. This year's recipient is Caroline Homer. The Mary Gonzalez Scholarship. The Mary Gonzalez Scholarship is given in Mary's memory by James Gonzalez. The recipients will share Mary's love of life, enjoyment of activities, hobbies, and friendships. This year's recipient is Madison Muliano. The Bar Harbor Garden Club is pleased to present the Inga Weber Memorial Scholarship to Eleanor Park. The Josh Sprague Scholarship was established 15 years ago to continue Josh's enjoyment of working with his hands. Every week when Josh received his paycheck, he would go to Home Depot and buy more tools. So each year his mother gives a tool bag along with the scholarship in memory of Josh. This year's recipient is Jessie Allen. The Sharon Swan McDonald Scholarship is presented annually to a graduating senior who will be pursuing a post-secondary education. This year's award goes to Jessie Allen.
Congratulations to all the graduates here tonight. You're all scholars, and no matter where you go from here, no matter what you do, your Mount Desert Island High School diploma is something that's a real world accomplishment and something you can always be proud of. Tonight, it's my honor to present the second annual Patty Riley Memorial Scholarship. My name is Caroline Pryor, and I'm a friend, a fellow biologist, a conservation colleague, and community neighbor of the late Patty Riley. Many here tonight knew Patty, and she's the mother of two MDI high school graduates, Thomas and Noelle Riley, class of 2013 and 2011 respectively. Patty was a woman of many talents. She received a Bachelor of Science and a Master of Science from the University of Illinois. Birding, ecology, and conservation became her career, and also what she did in her free time. Her work led to the identification and the preservation of thousands of acres of wildlife habitat from Illinois to Chesapeake Bay to the coast of Maine. In the wake of the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, Patty was right there. She was in the marshes, on the beaches, leading bird recovery efforts. Here at home, she led the Christmas bird count on the down East Coast. She was also a spirited community member. As a parent, she chaperoned MDI high school trips to Costa Rica. She served many years on the Mount Desert Planning Board, and at times, she was the only member who would speak up about protecting water quality and preventing soil erosion. And no matter what the event, Patty was the first one to volunteer for whatever needed to be done. So, with Patty's life as an inspiration, her family and friends have created an annual $1,000 scholarship to an MDI high school graduating senior, and there are two criteria for this award. One, a female student pursuing a career in the study of applied biology, ecology, or ornithology, and the second is school spirit and participation. Thank you to all the students who applied this year. It was very competitive and really a great field of applicants. This year's scholarship is presented to Jane Pappas, who meets both criteria beautifully. May this scholarship be an inspiration for your study of animal behavior and the natural world. And in addition to the $1,000 scholarship, we would like to present you with two field guides, the Roger Torrey Peterson Classic Field Guide to the birds and also the field guide to the wildflowers.
First of all, congratulations to the class of 2014. But I'd also like to give a special shout out to your parents and grandparents and relatives and family members, teachers, mentors, and friends that have helped you reach this major life milestone. And you'll be as fortunate to have a support system throughout your life. The Outer Heaven Performing Arts Scholarship recognizes a graduating senior who has devoted at least 2 years in the performing arts, which includes music, drama, voice, or dance. They need to be enrolled in at least a 2-year program at an accredited institution of higher learning. Eligibility is open to performers and to those whose contribution, passion, and commitment may go otherwise unrecognized. It's our belief that it's not the role of the person in a character, but the character of the person in the role. There's no requirement to continue your education in the performing arts. We do make special note of participation in community-related activities. We ask our candidates to prepare a statement, describe their skills, highlight their activities, and comment as to how they might apply what they've learned in their life ahead. To those of you who applied, thank you for making this once again the most difficult decision. The fact that you applied in the first place is indicative of the passion, commitment, and pride that you take in your work. And believing that all the world really is a stage, we ask that you think of this experience as just one audition in what we expect will be a lifetime of successful casting calls and breaking leg performances. To our award recipient, the easy part's over. You must maintain a 3.0 GPA in the first semester in order to be entitled to the second distribution. But based upon everything we've seen and heard, we have every confidence that you will be successful. We're very proud to present the 2014 Utter Heaven Performing Arts Scholarship to Samantha Locke.
Good evening. I am here tonight to present one of this year's graduates with the Nicole M. Scholarship, Jacob Scholarship Award on behalf of her parents, Cindy and Joe, and her brother Ben and his family. This is awarded annually to a deserving senior pursuing a career in the field of nursing and health education. Each year as I prepare my speech, my main goal is to best represent Nicole and what she stood for. She has left us with many memories as well as life lessons. Nicole was young, high-spirited, and full of life. She rarely tired and always made time for family, friends, and those in need. Her zest for life captivated those around her who enjoyed sharing her short journey. She enjoyed all people and made many friends along the way. She had a very contagious personality. Her quick wit and humor captivated many an audience as she loved to entertain. She showed us that no matter how difficult life could get, not to get caught up in the sadness and become too serious. Find the humor in whatever situation is upon you. She taught us to laugh at life and often at ourselves. I cannot begin to tell you how many times this lesson has helped us recall her memory more in humor than in sadness. Nicole had a heart much larger than most. She displayed qualities way beyond her young age. When she loved you with wholeness and unconditionally. You always knew where you stood, as she always spoke her truth. The trait I most cherish about Nicole is her sense of inner truth and generosity. She remained true to herself, which is a trait very few possess, even in a lifetime. She always stood for those she believed in, even if it meant standing alone. So graduates, this is a new beginning for all of you. As you travel down your own path and experience life's lessons, always remain true to yourself. Appreciate those that want to share your journey, for life is all too short and you must live it to the fullest. It is the family's wishes in honor of her memory of helping others to award a graduating senior this scholarship in hopes that they can receive the education they need and go on to help others as well. This year's recipient is Hannah Murphy.
I will be presenting the very first scholarship award, the Ann R. Matson Visionary Award, and I'm her daughter, Mary Ann Matson. My mom, Ann Riley Matson, died on January 28th of this year. I was planning on sharing with you who she was and some highlights of her life, such as being national squash champion, a teacher for over 50 years, and a Grey Nun of the Sacred Heart. But that is not what she wanted. This moment is about celebration, rite of passage, and the pure joy of beginning a new life. My mom wants you to be inspired to live your life with passion, to make your choices from your heart, and to trust your intuition. You have many dreams throughout your life. I want to encourage you to believe in them and live as if there are no mistakes. And if right now you're not sure of your dreams or goals, then simply live the questions. When my mom died, I had the idea to start a scholarship fund in her name, since she loved teaching and cherished her students. I was hoping to raise enough funds from family and friends so that I could give one scholarship this year for $1,000. Well, I forgot who I was dealing with. I think my mom wanted to make this a teaching moment. Hold a dream in your heart, feed it with passion, visualize it, and it will manifest. So today, I have joy and excitement of being able to award 5 scholarships in honor of my mom, Ann Riley Matson, and please know how happy she is to be a part of this night. And the recipients are Caroline Homer, Denise Lykovich, Ellie Mason, Lily Lichtenstein, and Bridget Parody.
Good evening. Though usually I'm the voice you least like to have call your name, tonight I think a little bit different. For one, I'm awarding you scholarships, and second, I am the last presenter of the evening. The Robert Rich Scholarship is presented annually to the MDIHS graduates who will be pursuing training in boat building or marine-related careers. The 2014 awards go to Cole Pettigrew, Nathaniel Snow, and Will Pierce. The Robert E. Garrity Educational Fund Scholarship is presented to a graduating senior who has been an active participant in the Jackson Laboratory Internship Program. This year's recipient is Coleman Fernald. Graduating seniors who reside in Seal Harbor are eligible to be chosen as recipients of the Stephen P. Grindle Scholarship, which is given in Stephen Grindle's memory. The 2014 recipient is Brandon Kocher. The Save the Whales Educate the Children Scholarship, funded by the Bar Harbor Whale Watch Company, is awarded to graduating seniors of Mount Desert Island High School who will be enrolling in marine and environmentally related programs. This year's recipients are Jacob Briggs, Jane Pappas, Shelby O'Neill, and Caitlin Schroeder. The Canes College Fund is awarded to female graduates of Mount Desert Island High School who are intending to pursue studies at a state of Maine college. Preference shall be given to girls who, by their own work and efforts, are paying for part of their college expenses. The award goes to Kirsten Richards. The Bridham's College Fund is awarded to male graduates of Mount Desert Island High School who are intending to pursue studies in the state of Maine college. Preference shall be given to boys who, by their own work and efforts, are paying for part of their college expenses. This year's award goes to Jacob Briggs. The MDI Kiwanis chapter is pleased to offer scholarships to graduating seniors who are civic-minded and who are pursuing post-secondary education. The 2014 scholarships are awarded to Spencer Forrest and Jason Norwood. The Gresham Bear Scholarship is awarded to students who show marked talent in music and who demonstrate the will or motivation to pursue this talent by diligent training or study. The awards this year go to 3 MDIH postgraduates and to 3 graduating seniors: Caroline Homer, Samantha Luck, and Sean Boyd. Final scholarships of the evening. The Carolyn Hodgson Dolliver Scholarship is awarded to Southwest Harbor and Tremont students who will be pursuing vocational training. The 2014 awards go to Cole Pettigrew, Ryan Snow, Eleanor Park, Jonathan Phelps, Todd Daly, Hannah Murphy, Lindsay Pettigrew, Nathaniel Snow, Josette McEnroe, Sierra Myrick, and Nick Woodard. And that concludes the awarding of scholarships for this evening. A final thank you to all the individuals, families, and businesses whose generosity supports our wonderful students as they move on to their next chapter in their lives. Thank you all for attending tonight. Let's have one more round of applause this evening for the class of 2014. And we will see you all on Sunday at graduation at 2 p.m. Now, Sam, Lucy, lead your classmates to the auditorium.